Conditions for the bee today, buzzing. Well, it's been bucketing down with a barrage of rain for the last hour, so it's very wet and it's probably more likely to be boggy. I'm in Bagborough, West Bagborough. And brushing all that aside, I'm walking to Broomfield. So where's Broomfield? Well, it's about 5 miles north of Taunton. It has a population of 250 and it is the highest village on the Quantocks. And today's walk takes me from the Rising Sun pub over the Quantocks to Broomfield. Broomfield is the home to the scientist who may have created life. He did, from electricity. Shut up. So today's curiosity is the man who they nicknamed the Wizard of Broomfield. We'll see how that goes anyway. Why did you forget your hiking stick, Dennis? Idiot. Brought me sunglasses, don't know why. That's optimism for you. Top of Cothelstone Hill now, which is a historic Bronze Age burial ground, and an ancient folly was here. Don't know what the folly was. It's folly, that, isn't it? Apart from the weather, I can really appreciate how this walk on the Quantocks would score very highly. Some beautiful views up here with the surrounding area. Maybe I should bring picnicability back. Yeah. Ah. Oh look, you can see the nuclear power station from here. Nice. Weather's turned, just a bit of driving sleet, but I am nearly in Broomfield. Welcome to Broomfield. Yes, it's heavy snow now. As far as curiosities go already, that is a curiosity in itself. Look at the state of that trunk. The twist on it. Now I wonder if that has something to do with today's curiosity. The Wizard of Broomfield, otherwise known as Andrew Crosse. So who is Andrew Crosse? Well, he was a wealthy fella who turned his estate into a scientific lab. He was born in 1784 at Fyne Court and he died here in 1855. He basically studied electricity, mineralogy and electrochemistry. And as I delve further into his history, I can't help feel that this tree had something to do with one of his experiments. That's my version anyway. This Andrew Crosse fella, he basically built a massive electrical system all through the woods and tied it to the trees in a big circle all around the estate. Up to 1.25 miles of insulated wire was used. So you can imagine the scale of it. Designed to collect electricity from storms, it was thought. And you know what? I've read a lot about Tesla. He was doing as much the same thing as well. So it's a bit bizarre to find out that someone as famous as Tesla was doing the same sort of experiments in Somerset. That's curious, isn't it? So the wire was connected to batteries and he was hopefully going to collect the electricity from storms. And when storms rolled in, there were sparks, loud bangs, explosions. Visitors described the experiment sounding almost like loud cannons. And his local nickname, the Thunder and Lightning Man. What difference? 5 minutes, mate. So in 1836, Crosse was also using electricity to grow crystals. Porous volcanic rock, chemical solution and electric current applied over a number of weeks. After about 2 weeks, he noticed something different. These growths forming and they started to move. And there were tiny mites called acarus. So this whole place was where he did these experiments, and the press ran with the story without his permission, accusing him of blasphemy and claims he was playing God. Some say his experiments were contamination and these mites got on top of the crystals, but there was a fire at Fyne Court and all his documents burned in the fire and disappeared, so there was no record of how he did it. This is a sky glade. Lean back, relax and enjoy the sky. But the strangeness of Andrew Crosse doesn't stop there. Rumours began linking Crosse with Frankenstein, obviously because he's the creator of life with these mites. Rumour has it that Mary Shelley attended one of his lectures inspiring Frankenstein. The Frankenstein of Somerset. That's where I'm going with this curiosity. However, the novel was published before the mite experiment, so that might have been incorrect. You can have that. Yeah. Curious enough, innit? Well, that's my curiosity tweak for the day. Just going to leave now and head back to the pub. I'd certainly say that Andrew Crosse wasn't all about pseudoscience. It's true that he did research into electrocrystallization. He did build large voltaic batteries and he did work studying atmosphere. So what do I think about Broomfield? Well, it's certainly dominated by Fyne Court and there's not really much to it other than that. There's a small little church and a couple of houses. I did investigate. Apparently Joe Strummer, member of The Clash, used to live and he died here. Is Broomfield worth visiting? Well, let's head back to the Rising Sun for a review. Back at the Rising Sun, and the sun has definitely risen, has it not? Frozen. Oh, I'll have a Glastonbury, I think. Lovely. How much is that? Cheers. Well, let's review the walk today. Rising Sun, Glastonbury beer. It's quite nice. Very cosy and very warm in there. Ended up sitting outside because it was quite sunny. And they did have horse racing on. Felt like I was in the middle of a betting syndicate. Right, well, today's walk over the Quantocks, absolutely gorgeous. And the walk itself, a bit challenging, stuck myself a little hill walk in there. Highly recommended, very high score I think for a walk. Even the weather wasn't putting off the quality of the walk today. In terms of the curiosity, well, I've got a big mind in science. I do like the parallel that someone in Somerset was working along the same sort of things as Nikola Tesla was. are about the same time in electricity and so on. And then that connection to Frankenstein, ooh, creator of life. It was a phenomenon that nobody could actually discount or debunk at the time. Got back to the Quantocks. Yes, nothing to do with today's walk. Returnability. Should I stay or should I go? I'd certainly return to the pub. Lovely little pub. Nice food. Good place to start a walk from. You've got other Quantock walks. Lots to see. And especially with that log or that tree that I saw in Fyne Court. That definitely resonated with me. Natural outstanding beauty. You can't beat the Quantocks. Certainly has a unique perspective over Somerset with all the hills and lovely views that it has. Plenty of walking trails. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Until next time, be seeing you.